Good evening, everyone. I'm Al Jensen, and I'm running for the 42nd District House seat, Position 1. I spent over 30 years working for you as a police officer with the Bellingham Police Department. I'm here today to earn your vote and your support. I'm taking on the challenge of running for the legislature because I believe we can do better. I stand behind the principles of working for good family wage jobs, creating a strong economy, and tax reform that closes loopholes on Wall Street and opens doors on Main Street. I'm an advocate for strong, safe communities that support the rights of all people. We have great public schools and universities, and I'll fight to improve them even more. I will go to Olympia to work to focus your tax dollars on matters that matter to you. I will focus on increasing government efficiency and invest in our futures. I want our children and grandchildren to enjoy the prosperity and freedoms that we have enjoyed while growing up. I would like to thank you for your time and finish up by saying I'm excited to continue my public service career as your representative, and I ask for your support and vote. I'm Al Jensen.
Hey, Al, the state employees' pension bought a bunch of those securitized pensions that were bought by people with no income and no assets that were AAA rated by Moody's. What are you going to do about that?
Well, we have some unfunded liabilities in our public pension systems. We have an obligation to our public employees to fund those systems and maintain those balances and bring them back up. It's an unfunded liability that we've got to fund. We have an obligation to those employees into their retirement system.
Do you think anyone will go to jail for fraud, bank fraud, security fraud, mortgage fraud?
That I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to call that right.
Nothing you'd pursue.
Well, I think each of those we're going to have to look at performance audits. We're going to have to look at efficiency audits. We're going to have some tough questions to answer why some of those we didn't get the returns on them. And that's part of making sure that our systems work effectively and efficiently.
It appears that some of our legislators think that us business people are the enemy. How do you feel small business or business is?
I don't believe in any, folks. I don't believe that a business is our enemy. Business and government have to work hand in hand to develop our economy. We're going to grow together. Neither one of us can do this individually. We have to do this together. Business provides the private sector sources. The government provides the guidance and the stimulation and the regulations and make sure that we get things on track. But we have to work hand in hand.
What will you do to control an out-of-control county government that doesn't believe it has to follow state and federal laws?
Well, the state's position on issues like growth management and land use, the idea is to establish regulations within our state to put the issues back, the control back down under our county governments and our local governments off from it. Now, we have Growth Management Act. I'm a strong supporter of the Growth Management Act. It's a perpetual document that's been continually growing, and we're continually changing it. As we see problems with that, we're going to have to change that, and we're going to change that continually with it. It's a little hard for the state to come in and take over a county government, or if there's an issue. There's regulations in place, and people need to be held accountable if the regulations are broken.
Same question. What do you think about the fact that Whatcom County has been out of compliance with the Growth Management Act for years? Would you work to improve that, being a Whatcom County resident?
Well, again, the county, that's why we have the Growth Management Act is in place. That's why we have the Growth Management Hearing Boards. That's why that document is a perpetual document. It's constantly being changed and it's being updated. The responsibilities are there and actions have to be taken. The county's responsibility to implement that form, the actions of that.
The question was, do you think we should be in compliance with the Growth Management Act? Thank you.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank the Rome Grange, the Kiwanis, and Cascade Radio Group for putting this on this evening, and thanks to the people at home that are listening to this. You know, as I've been out working the doorbells and talking to people, I've heard one question asked me over and over. Al, why in the world do you want to go to Olympia now? Your career is in the waning edge. Why do you want to go? It's a tough sell in Olympia. That's exactly why I want to go to Olympia. For over 30 years of my career, I've made the hard decisions. I've taken the hard decisions and put those forward. That's the type of representation we need in Olympia. It is too long that we've had representation in this seat that has one simple answer to everything, and that is no. It's time for a yes vote out of this position and representation for the 42nd District. I'm Al Jensen, and I ask for your support. Thank you.